They did it. They really did it. Y'all know they did it. The Last of Us went through it. They killed off Joel. And for whatever reason, Neil Druckmann and the people at Warner Bros. Thought that Mr. Potato Head's sentient offspring could somehow carry the show. And what's the effect of that? Reviewers are now refusing to review it or going outright on full attack against the fans. Welcome back to Words of Paradise. I'm your host, Leon Idol, and you love to see it. You love to see it. Opinion. Grace Randolph walks away from The Last of Us while Collider screams review bombing and a masterclass of access media cowardice. They're done. Why are they done? You could claim it's because, like what Grace Randolph said, I don't want to be mean about the show. Well, yeah, that means the show's bad. But what it really means is that you are too afraid to go out of lockstep with the establishment media, with the people that are likely signing your checks, sending your goodie bags. It's a tale as old as time, and we are seeing it on full display with The Last of Us 2, which us gamers saw coming a mile away. So we're going to get into this before we do hit that subscribe button. I'm a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news nearly every day, and, oh boy, this is, feels karmic, because this is what we've been saying about the access media for years now. For years, that they will not give you their honest opinion, that they will not be truthful with you. They're not here to review the product objectively. They're here to sell you something. They're here to sell you an ideology. They're here to sell you a belief system. They're here to take the side of the company and bend the knee and shine and kiss the shoes of Big Daddy Corpo before they're honest with you, the potential customer. That being said, Grace Randolph, flip her around, put her face in a pillow, still would. Something strange is happening with The Last of Us Season 2, not just in the narrative, but in the way that media is covering it, or more accurately, refusing to. This week, Beyond the Trailer host Grace Randolph tweeted that she's stepping away from The Last of Us show entirely. Bingo, bango, bang. Look at that. I'm not going to cover the last... See if I can do it. I'm not going to cover The Last of Us 2, Season 2. I'll probably stop watching the show. I really disliked last night's episode, despite liking cutscenes of the second game quite a bit. I'm done with my Grace Randolph impression now. For those of you that stuck around through it, troopers. Abby was never cruel, but I did see a lot of people enjoy Diva's performance, so I don't want to be critical of it. Bitch, that's your job! That's your job! Be critical of it! What the hell do you mean? Oh, a lot of people liked it, so I can't be critical of it. You got one fucking job, and it's to give us your honest opinion on something. Guess what your boy did? Your boy got lambasted when Rebel Moon came out, part 1, for liking it. And I fully acknowledge it's bad, but I got lambasted for liking it. Would I be taken seriously as if I was taken seriously anyway, but in my own head, would I be taken seriously as a critic if I saw all the reaction to Rebel Moon Part 1 and thought, well, fuck, I liked it, but everyone else hates it, so I can't put my review out? No! I bit the bullet and I put the review out, and I got lambasted for it, and I got roasted on multiple streams talking about it, but it's fine, because I did my goddamn job, and I gave the review of the movie. Like, it really was that simple. And guess what? There was what was that movie? The one with Henry Cavill where he was a spy, but really he was a book character. Argyle. Dude, Argyle, when it came out in like early 2024, had been my most looked forward to film since it was announced. I was so excited for it. And so when I went in that January day, and I watched it, and it fucking sucked, I wrote a scathing review. I didn't force myself to like the movie because I had been genuinely excited about it for a year and a half. No, I had to acknowledge it hurt, it sucked. I did the review, I moved on because I did my goddamn job. Why are you walking away? You're walking away because you were a coward, because you were afraid of your friends in the access media turning on you for daring to have a different opinion. Nay, I say, the correct opinion, considering The Last of Us adaptation is hot flaming garbage. Oh my goodness. And with that, Grace Randolph folded like a lawn chair. Let's be honest, this wasn't a brave editorial decision. It was an admission. Grace doesn't want to report on the show honestly because she knows telling the truth will put her in the crosshairs of Hollywood's elite and the social media echo chamber. So instead of doing her job, see, that just like that, doing her job, she's walking away while still trying to keep peace with the PR machine. And I don't think this is the first time we've seen Grace Randolph do this, but I could be wrong. Again, other reviewers as well. I mean, have we seen Angry Joe do this, or have we seen, like, Take a look all the way back to Ghostbusters 2016. Remember when the angry video game nerd, James Rolfe, said he's just not going to review it? It wasn't because he was afraid of the media. He was outright honest, and he took some heat for it. He said he's not going to review it because, Tim, it's not Ghostbusters. There is no point in sitting down and paying for and reviewing a film that isn't what it claims to be. And he got shit on for it. But that's when you were allowed to do things and go against the Hollywood machine and go against the grain and have your own opinions. And his opinion was, it's not Ghostbusters, I'm not going to do it. And he took the heat and he moved the fuck on. You ain't playing that same game, Gracie. No. You ain't doing what James Rolfe did. Oh my goodness. They're supposed to be, but here's the problem. Critics aren't supposed to be spokespeople. They're supposed to be honest brokers between content and consumers. And Grace just publicly told her audience that she won't be honest if it might ruffle feathers. That's not criticism, that's cowardice wrapped in branding. And she's not alone. Collider! Good old Collider. I don't think I've ever once seen an article from Collider that was worth a good goddamn. While Grace quietly exits the battlefield, Collider is charging in with a flamethrower aimed squarely at the fans. In the recent coverage, they didn't just dismiss the backlash, they vilified it, which again, shouldn't be a surprise to any of you. This is nothing new. While those of us who have been culture critics and we've done our commentary on pop culture and nerd culture over the course of the last several years, have taken a fair amount of dubs as of late, there's still a long way to go because shit like this still happens on the reg. It would appear that the trolls are out of their caves. The second season of HBO's The Last of Us seems to have become a victim of review bombing, they declared. Review bombing. It couldn't just be that just like when the game came out and everyone was pissed that Joel died, maybe fans now, new fans of the TV show, the people that didn't play the games, like my pops, just watched the first season of the show, liked it for what it was. They get to season 2 after they've grown to love this character. You kill them off in episode 2, and now they're pissed. See, here's the deal. Us gamers knew this was coming. We knew that, bro, once they kill off Joel, there was going to be a fucking firestorm. And all the normies that didn't play the games, they get to episode 2, and what happens? People are pissed. We tried to warn you, we tried to tell you, but we tried to do it without spoilers because, spoilers are still uncool. That's their opener. No curiosity about why fans, both old and new, might be upset. No effort to explore the legitimate concerns about story choices, character handling, or tonal misfires. Just a lazy, reflexive smear campaign. If you're unhappy, you must be a troll. And I am unhappy. I was unhappy from the get-go. Because Season 1 wasn't good. This was such a miscasting on every direction. It wasn't prestige television like everyone's claiming it to be. It's just a lousy adaptation with a subpar semi-famous actor and some retarded chick who claims she's non-binary or whatever. They go on to connect the backlash to every unrelated controversy they can think of. Review bombers always seem to target women, the article says, drawing direct comparisons to Captain Marvel, The Little Mermaid, and Snow White. Bullshit again, because I remember one of my very first videos on this platform within the first 6 months that I was making videos was covering an article saying that the Resident Evil 4 remake was being review bombed. Spoiler alert, that stars a dude. That stars Leon Kennedy. It's one of the most famous video games of all time, Resident Evil 4, and this was a remake of it. It wasn't being review bombed. The vast majority of people actually really liked it, even though they're wrong. Then you had the minority like me that were calling it bad because it was bad. But certainly wasn't getting review bombed. But that being said, the point is, why did they have to run articles and run defense for Resident Evil 4 if review bombers always seem to target women? No, maybe we just target bad fucking movies like Captain Marvel, like The Little Mermaid, like Snow White. Also, Snow White review bombed. It didn't even make 200 milli. The general audiences loathed it. The word of mouth was terrible. No, it's review bombing. Never mind, the audiences also rebelled against The Last Jedi and She-Hulk and Indiana Jones 5. And yes, The Last of Us Part 2 back in 2020. No matter the context, the formula stays the same. Blame the fans, defend the product, protect the brand. When the narrative breaks, so does the coverage. Let's be clear, what audiences are reacting to in The Last of Us 2 is not new. Joel's controversial end was already a flashpoint in the video game world when Part 2 released. Fans expressed a deep frustration over the story direction. Now, new viewers, people who never played the games, are watching that same plot twist play out and responding the same way. It's kind of been amazing. Seeing the folks that have never played the games, didn't know about what was going on in the games, this is their first time experiencing the world of The Last of Us, which I've openly said multiple times I'm not a fan of. That being said, I want good quality content, and I want good adaptations, and I want people to be able to enjoy objectively good things, so, I'm still going to report on this and cover it because we too deserve better. Yes, this is the exact same. I remember the controversies of 2020, I remember how gamers responded, and it is remarkable how the viewing audiences that didn't play the games are responding in the exact same manner. Almost as if it turns out this shit was bad at the very least, or the most, divisive at best from the jump, regardless of what media you put it in. That just goes to show it's a writing issue, not a fan or platform issue. Still, the access media refuses to reckon with it. They either smear the audience, like Collider, or back away from covering it altogether, like Grace Randolph, and in both cases, the message is the same. We are not here to represent the viewers, we're here to protect the product. And the product, in this case, is HBO's prestige adaptation of a divisive game, one that has critics falling over themselves to praise, even as the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes tanks to 52%. Bingo, bango, bongo, that says it all right there. So yes, when you notice that reviewers, professional reviewers, the people who, they've got the prestige to be doing reviews, they're not just some jackass in the bedroom with a YouTube camera with Sonic toys behind them. No, when you've got the pros out there that write the articles and whatnot, when you notice they've stopped reviewing The Last of Us, there's a reason for that. It's a very telling reason. They know it's bad. They know they can't defend it. They aren't liking it either, but they can't outright say that, otherwise it breaks the narrative. And the narrative is the only thing holding them and that Hollywood machine together right now. So, what can they do? Just stay silent. There's other things to review. There's new movies and TV shows coming out. Hey, why review The Last of Us when we could review Sinners? Well, you're a fucking reviewer. It's your job to actually do both. I mean, you literally get to sit there and watch movies and TV and shit all day and then get paid to write about it. All I'm saying is, I know some reviewers that can crank out some reviews. They do it really damn quick. Looking at you, Niat, Film Comics Explained, and the amount of work he puts into it is a mite and sight harder than anything else that I see these, fake-ass pandering journalists doing. So yes, needless to say, you can't see the access media be real quiet about Last of Us, or be really, really loud about The Last of Us. And just know that means we're right. I don't know if it means we're winning, but it means we're right. So take that for what it's worth. But those are just my opinions. Let me know yours in the comments down below, or let me know on X, where you can find me at Bolt the Word. And please do subscribe. I'm a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news nearly every day. Not always about, the television industry, but anime, movies, music, Magic the Gathering, you name it. Check me out on Instagram at wordsofparadise_Leon, and become a member for $4.99 a month. You can join the Discord, choose the articles I go over on a day-to-day basis, choose the videos to react to on the Sunday live streams, and of course, get involved with over 180 other vital idols. We are a bright, beautiful, glowing, vibrant community that I cannot wait to grow even further, because we do care about diversity. But only one kind of diversity of thought. If that's interesting to you, join the Discord, hit subscribe, and until next time, it is all here in the Nerdosphere. This has been Words of Paradise.